Most people wait until they're ready to start posting. But if you don't start posting, you're never going to grow. And that is the exact reason that you're going to fall behind. People are posting every single day and figuring it out as they go. And if you're waiting until you feel ready, then you're never going to get the skills that you need to actually post good content and develop a big following. In this video, I'm going to talk about the 3 things that I started doing that helped me start posting sooner so I could start making content before I felt ready. And I'm going to help you do it too. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the myth of being ready. First off, nobody's ever actually ready. The common excuses that people typically fall on are, I need to get the best gear, I need to have the right camera, I need to have the best lighting, I need to have a good setup. All of these things are stuff that are going to just hold you back from getting started, and you need to get started right away. The truth is that if you have an iPhone and it's a newer model, or you have an Android, either one of those cameras are going to work perfectly fine for you posting on YouTube. They both shoot in HD, both of them shoot in 4K, especially if you have newer models, and that is going to be plenty good enough for the content that you're trying to make for YouTube. The only thing you need, really, is to get a cheap wireless microphone or a plug-in lavalier mic that goes right on your shirt. You can buy one of those lavalier mics, one of the plug-in ones, for like $20 on Amazon, and that's really the only thing besides a tripod that you need to worry about getting. You can use lighting from the window or from anything else around your house that's going to give you that nice little glow that you need to be able to light your videos. So don't worry about it. It's not that big a deal. And if you think about it, really the only way you're going to get good at posting is by actually posting. The idea of getting good before you actually practice getting good is going to trap you. You want to start making content. You need to practice being on camera. You need to get used to seeing yourself and hearing yourself in the recording and when you're going back through and doing the editing. Because in the beginning, you're not going to be able to afford to pay for somebody to do all of your editing for you. It's just too expensive. So you have to learn some of these skills as you go, and the only way that you're going to learn them is through trial and error and actually doing the work. Now think about this. What if you said, I'm not going to start going to the gym until I get into shape? Does that make any sense at all? Of course it doesn't. That's the exact same thing that you're saying when you try to say, I'm not going to start posting until I'm ready. I'm not going to start posting until I'm good enough, or I have the right gear, or all these different things are going to hold you back. You just have to start going to the gym to get into shape, and you just have to start making videos to get good at making videos. A lot of the top creators have been doing this for 5, 10, even 15 years. So they have a huge head start on you. But the good news is a lot of them, as time goes on, start dropping out of the game. So that opens up more spots for people like you and me to come in and start to get some of those views. Every post that you make is going to teach you a little bit more about what works and what doesn't work. And honestly, in the beginning, you're going to find out a lot about what doesn't work. Now, I've posted over 80 videos so far, and I've been able to learn that through my analytics, some videos do much better than others. So what does that tell you? It tells you that there were some videos that I was on the right track, and then there's other videos that I was way off track. If you don't start posting, the problem is you're not going to get any of this data. You have to be able to go and put the videos out and edit them and try different things until you finally find something that starts to fit, first off, your vibe and what you really enjoy in filmmaking and putting out content on YouTube, then also what the audience is going to like. And stop thinking about the algorithm. The algorithm is literally just what people like. So if you start to think about when you're making your videos, the videos that do well and the videos you don't do well, don't think about, oh, the algorithm liked this one or the algorithm didn't like this one. Think about how the viewers like this one and it got them to stick around for a while versus the other ones where the viewers didn't like it and they all clicked off really quickly. If you don't start making videos now, then it's going to take you even longer to start to get to the point where you now have real data from your own videos that you can start to say, all right, this is working and this is not working. And the longer that it takes you to get that data, the longer it's going to take you to grow a channel. I know a lot of people aren't just making videos on YouTube because it's fun. The whole point of doing this is because people are trying to earn a side income. And that goes to the idea of a business. When you're trying to start a business, sometimes you just have to start. You can put together a rudimentary business plan, but there's a lot of stuff that you don't know in the beginning. So the same thing goes with you starting your YouTube business or your personal brand. There's a lot of things that you're going to find out down the road that you didn't know that you didn't even know. So you couldn't really look into the future and say, all right, I want to do this, this, and this, because it's stuff that you still hadn't figured out was even going to be a problem that was going to come up in the first place. Yet again, all this is solved by starting posting now and not waiting forever to actually put out your first video. Just post the video. And just remember, time is the only thing that you can't get back. Gear, followers, skills, all these things are going to come with time. You're going to acquire new pieces of gear as you go. And it's actually better that way because you don't buy a bunch of stuff that you end up not needing in the first place. And if you stop and think about it, most YouTubers have to put out 100 videos before they actually have any sort of breakout moment. How long is it going to take you to put out 100 videos, first of all, if you don't start? And secondly, if you don't make a bunch of bad videos in the process? And on average, if people are only putting out one video a week, that's 2 years that you have to invest in this business before you actually start getting any headway in the first place. So start making more videos now, start making them faster, make 1, 2, or even 3 or 4 a week, maybe even do what I did and do a 30-day run where you put out a video every single day. That's going to be the best way that you can get over the fear of being on camera because you're putting stuff out so often that you don't even have time to think about it. And you're going to get so much better over the course of that 30-day period just because you're doing it on a consistent basis. If you make one video this week and then you wait again till next week, it's going to take you forever to start to build up the skills to be able to talk on camera because you're not doing it often enough for it to become a habit for you. So just remember, a year from now, do you want to be sitting in the same position saying, wow, I really need to start making videos, I want to grow a YouTube channel? Or a year from now, do you want to say, wow, I've already made 50 to 100 videos and I might not have a lot of followers yet, but I'm getting a lot better at this and I'm starting to figure out what works. Because it's only a matter of time if you start making better and better and better content until eventually you have your breakout moment and you can start to earn an income from making YouTube videos. And that's the end goal. I just want everybody to be able to be their own boss and work for themselves. Follow these simple steps and just start making messy content today, and it won't be long before you start making great content and have your followers and subscribers skyrocketing. Now, if you're like me and a bunch of my other subscribers, I would recommend that you come over and join our Skool community because it is a free community right now where other members can get together and talk about how they're building their personal brand. If you want to build a personal brand, which I think is one of the best ways to create an income right now in 2025, it is going to be a great group for you. And here's why. It's a small community right now, so we have a lot of opportunities to be able to get onto live Zooms and talk and comment back and forth and find out what everybody's doing and what's working. So in a smaller community, we're going to be able to complement each other and find out who's doing what and how it's working out. It's going to save you a lot of time in the end. And the best part, like I said, is it's completely free. I'm paying the subscription price for Skool so you don't have to pay for it. And that is going to make it really easy for you to get involved and not have to spend extra money that you maybe don't have today. Start learning about how you can build your personal brand. So just follow the link in the comments, come on over, join the group, and we'll start working on this stuff together.